Coach, what is this team's mentality as you get ready to go for an NCAA tournament title?
It's a good question at this point. Right now, I think guys are starting to come into their own in the sense that there's been a lot of distractions since the end of SECs with exams, graduation for a lot of our guys, a lot of family coming in town. So, today is, to be honest, this is the best practice we've had since the end of SECs. Guys are firing on all cylinders, and I think they're hungry. They had a great team meeting last night and kind of reorganized themselves for this season and what our goals are going into Chapel Hill here. So, yeah, we're in a good spot.
Tennis is so interesting because it's an individual sport, but obviously there's the team format with this. So as a coach, how do you focus on each player's strengths and weaknesses while also looking at the team as a whole?
Yeah, they're two different facets. The way that we treat them is there is a team, and that's, I think, where we needed to get a little bit better with all the distractions that I was just talking about. We were pretty scattered as a team coming into today. We're back to where we need to be, if not better than where we were in the entire season. So, the individuals, that's what we're great at, is catering to the guy. We develop each guy's game on their own, their strengths, weaknesses, according to their personalities, game styles, physiology, all that. They know that inside and out. I think the team aspect heading into the NCAAs is what we're actually really focusing on because that's what's going to be able to get us through those first 2 rounds if we're able to.
And ETSU is your first round opponent. What do you know about them?
They won 14 out of the last 15. I think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder, and I think they're coming in hungry to beat us. So we're ready. We're not looking past them whatsoever. That's a tough team. I think if we come in with a solid doubles point, that'll set the tone pretty quickly, and we'll be in for a battle. But we're used to it. We aren't. We take pride in actually being the roughest and toughest team out there. So when it comes down to it, that's what we got to bring, and we know it. So.
And how excited are you for the women to get to host again? How big is that for South Carolina tennis?
It's huge. We're a unified program, men's and women's programs, and that's something we do take pride in as well. That's one of the first things we tell recruits is that we are not a separate program. We're one unified program, and for them to be able to host 2 years in a row is setting the stage. And it's a give and take every year. In the sense that a couple years ago we were in that position where we were looking to host and kind of Epley was using our team as a template, and right now we're using their team as a template and as the shining star of the overall unified program. So yeah, we're trying to strive to reach where the women are, and they've done a phenomenal job, and we're pushing, and we're going to send the positive vibes for those guys to get through to the Sweet 16 because that's what we want. We want Gamecocks in the Sweet 16.
What was the reaction of the team when they saw the name in the NCAA tournament after the last couple of years, kind of building to that moment?
I think it was great. I think there was a lot of relief, to be honest, for some of the guys. We've been a great team. We just had some unfortunate circumstances, and but yeah, at the same time, I think at that moment there was a deep breath. But okay, now we got some work to do. This is what we've been playing for all year. Everything's qualifying for NCAA tournament, and now we're in there. So.
Yeah, for guys like Andrew, been here a while, and now they finally, or they get to do this again. You see the excitement in him to kind of go out here on a high note.
Yeah. I mean, all of our seniors, that's what they talk about, and I think that was the focus of the team meeting yesterday was that this group of 9 guys right now, right here, this could be the last chance they have to play together. This group, and these guys are. I'll put our unity and our tightness up against anybody's in the country, and I think that's what brought the hearts engaged today and moving forward. So, yeah, for those guys, I think this team is playing for this unit, but also for those seniors, no doubt.
Do you like the path you guys have to take to go as far as you want, being in Chapel Hill and everything?
Absolutely. We had a very good regional, which is the Carolinas, and Chapel Hill was there with all their players, and I think we had the best showing out of any team there. So a lot of it comes down to pecking order when you get into these moments, and I don't think our guys are scared one bit of UNC. So if there were to be a host spot that we could go to, they were probably one of our top 3 choices that we wanted, and we got it. And I think that was I think the guys are very hungry to get in there and get to work.
Tennis is, one round at a time. I guess any sport is during tournament time. You hear pros all the time say, oh, I don't look at draws, I don't look at that, I just take it one match at a time. Do you guys look at the draw and the bracket and how it all pans out?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of knowing where of giving yourself a destination. You got to know where you're going in order to actually get there. And so, one match at a time, that's right. But you got to know where we're going. And our goal is to get to the Sweet 16 this year. That was our goal on August 25th when we laid down our goals. That was the top tier goal. And everything else all of our objectives throughout the season have come from that one goal. And we're here ready to get going. So, yeah, we have ETSU. We understand that is our ultimate goal, but ETSU is our first stop along that way. And without getting through to them, we can't get to the Sweet 16. So, yes, but we are very objective driven in this program. And so our guys have done a great job digesting that kind of process and pathway. So I think our guys are focused on the first round.
And South Carolina sports are so unified, and you see what the basketball teams did. The men's basketball team kind of was the Cinderella of the year. Do you guys look at that and say, hey, maybe we can do something like that too?
Absolutely. Like, those are our brothers, right? And sisters that did amazing, and that's what these guys tend to look at. Don Staley, Frank Martin inspired me as a coach, and these guys out here, we talked nonstop for probably 35 straight days about the women's and men's basketball teams and what they are doing and why it's special and how they did it and what the fundamentals are, the backbone of their program, and why they're able to be successful in those moments. It's not talent, it's hard work, it's the discipline, it's the fundamentals of the game that got them there and that they were able to rely on day in, day out through their bodies and minds being tired. They were able to fall back on some pretty tough stuff. So, yeah, we absolutely use them, as examples, and rightfully so.